Hi everyone, my name is Samantha and welcome to my YouTube channel Sewing in Switzerland. So today is, I think, a really fun one. So firstly, actually before I get into it, I will just say I had a few messages from people requesting sew-alongs. I am working on some and they are coming. It takes a couple of weeks for me to put them together and to edit them all, so they are coming next week, I promise. I haven't forgotten. Equally, if you have a sew-along that you would like, or if you're struggling with a pattern, oh, we've lost a dog, then do feel free to message me in the comments and let me know what that is, and then I can add it to my list of proposed sew-alongs, and I just kind of work through the list. I tend to try and do them in batches, so I'm constantly working on them, but it does take a while to edit and put them together. So they are coming. I also had a few messages from people asking for a video of what I'm working on or what I'm sewing, and I don't typically do that. Not for any reason, I just kind of didn't think anybody would be interested. So yeah, if you do or would like a video of all the things that I'm sewing in summer or sewing in July or just working on now, I'm one of those people who tends to have like a couple projects on the go, then that's fine. I'm more than happy to make that. I just didn't think anybody would care or be interested, and the dog has returned. So yeah, that's just a couple of updates from me. So today, this one for me is a really fun one because this is one of my big hobbies. So basically I love to watch TV, I love to watch movies, and I love to then take stills from the films and match them to a pattern and then try and recreate the outfit in the movie. And I have this whole collection stored on my laptop called Sewing the Movies, and yeah, I've worked through Jumping Jack Flash, and I've worked through a lot of the When Harry Met Sally film, Meg Ryan films, so like When Harry Met Sally, Sleepless in Seattle and such. So basically, yeah, I try and take a still from the video and then from the film or the TV show, and then I like to think, how could I recreate this? And I go through my knowledge of patterns, or I'll like search out a pattern that matches it as closely as I can, and then I'll find the fabric and I will make it, and I find that really fun. But I try and do it so that it's not like a cosplay, or it's not, you know, like a dress up. It's like something I can adapt for an everyday wear without looking like I'm trying to mimic a film, or, you know, like a cosplay or whatever. So yeah, I try and adapt it so that I can wear it on an everyday wear. I don't know if anybody else does that, but it's one of my favorite things to do. I really enjoy the challenge of like matching a pattern, or matching, you know, my knowledge of patterns to a particular outfit. I find it really fun. So I've done it with the Barbie trailer. And again, I don't know if anybody's going to really be interested in this. I've not shared this with anyone at any point. This is just my hobby that I make for myself. There's no kind of point to it really. I just find it really fun. So if it's not something that you're interested in, or you've thought to yourself, nah, this is like a bit naff, that's fine. Just let me know in the comments. I really don't mind. I just wanted to share part of my hobby with you guys in case anybody found it interesting or found it fun. So I've taken the trailer, the Barbie trailer. The new Barbie film comes out in a couple of weeks, I think. Very excited. Think it's going to be a really good, fun film to watch. But the trailer looks so cool in terms of outfits, and they're really, you know, over the top Barbie themed outfits. And they're based on actual Barbie doll outfits, which is fun. So I like the look of some of them, and some of them I immediately saw and I thought, oh my god, that is this pattern, you know, for sure you could recreate that. So yeah, so I'm going to go through a few of the iconic looks in the trailer, and I'll put the picture up from the trailer here or here, and then I'll put the picture up from the pattern that I think matches it. And if you kind of watch this and you think, I want to join in, I want to play this too, please feel free to join in. Comment in the comment section and tell me if you think a different pattern would better match, or if you have some other ideas, you know, please feel free to join in. This is not a one-man game. Like, it's open for all of us to be involved and hopefully find some new patterns that you might like. So I'm going to start with, on the trailer, we see Barbie and she's got this like gingham dress on, and it kind of looks like she's got like a little lined bodice, and then it's got like a gathered kind of gingham, pink and white check gingham skirt. So there's one pattern that immediately stood out to me and I thought, yeah, that's cracking, that is a perfect match, and that is, I will just check my notes so I get the names right. And you know, I can't wear my glasses because of the ring light, so you know, I can't actually see anything. So yeah, it's a simplicity pattern, and it's S9291, and this is one of the patterns by Gertie. So it's not the charm patterns, it's not her own label, it's the kind of set of patterns that she did with the Simplicity brand. So it is a Simplicity one, so it's got the Simplicity number, so you can search it by that. And it's got this lined bodice, it's kind of very close fitting, and it's got like spaghetti straps, and then it's got gathering, kind of not too dissimilar from this dress here. So you've got gathering that goes all around the waist, and you can like pair it with a petticoat to make it a bit poofy. And it's got the back zipper, and I just think that it's a perfect match for this gingham dress. If you're looking to recreate it, that is the one that I found that was closest match-wise to this gingham dress. But there are a couple of gingham dresses that are slightly different that are featured in the trailer. So I would recommend that one. But another slightly similar one, if you wanted wider straps here so that you could wear, you know, a bra or anything underneath, and instead of gathers, it's got pleats. So if you kind of wanted to avoid doing any gathering, or you prefer pleats, or you know, it's very similar, it's just slightly different technically with the wider straps. And that one is S9294, and that's another Gertie dress, and the view that I think would be best match for that is view A. So again, I'll put the picture up somewhere on your screen. Now there is another version that is not patterned by Gertie, although it is a Simplicity pattern again. I don't know why, all of them seem to be quite Simplicity based for this particular dress style actually. So S9326, again version A, and that one has a straight, kind of more of an A-line fit, so it's a very similar bodice fit to the other two, to the Gertie ones. You know, you've got the spaghetti style straps, the lined bodice, it's very close fitting, and I think you've got like the princess seams as well, but it's, instead of gathers or pleats, it's kind of more of an A-line, so it's more fitted, closer to the body. So if you wanted something that wasn't so poofy, that's another great option for you. So yeah, that's the first one. I think they are pretty close to the mark. I would love to know if you could name another pattern that you think would work or look quite similar to the one featured in the Barbie trailer. I love this. I think it's so fun. I have a whole file called Sewing the Movies, and I love it. I find it such a fun game. So the next one that's featured on the Barbie trailer, and I will link the trailer in the description, all of these garments or patterns or anything that's featured, I'll put the link in the description so you can kind of track it if there's anything that, you know, piques your interest. So the next one is, there's this scene where all the Barbies are wearing like matching pink jumpsuits, like quite a dark bright pink, and immediately I saw the trailer and I was like, that is the Closet Core Blanca flight suit pattern for sure. It's even got the ties that go around the middle, and I think that this one's bang on. I think this is the best one that I've matched out of all of the list. I think it's so good. So yeah, I'd love to know what you think. So if you're looking for a kind of slightly utilitarian jumpsuit pattern, this would be the one. Yeah, short and sweet. So the next one that's featured in one of the trailers is the Barbie Bando Swimsuit. And this is, hello. And this is one of the, I think it's actually the very first Barbie that came out, had this style swimsuit, and it's bandeau, it's strapless. And it's like a black and white stripe, and she's got this kind of like slightly permed fringe going on up here. And yeah, I believe it was the first Barbie doll to ever come out, so we had to feature that one from the trailer, right? So this one is definitely a great match to the Ellie & Mac Hourglass swimsuit. It is bang on. It's a perfect match. You know, you can make it, you get loads of different options actually if you do buy the swimsuit pattern. You get like straps options, but you do have this lovely bandeau style with a little bit of ruching, and it matches the trailer one perfectly, I think. Anyway, again, if you have any, you know, ideas yourself, or you think, nah Sam, you're not on the money there, like it's totally different, then do let me know. This is just a game. It's supposed to be a fun video, and it's a nice one. You know, there's been a lot of controversy and a lot of kind of stress inside the sewing community recently, and I just thought, you know, it's light-hearted, it's fun, we can all join in. So this next one I struggled with. This is the silver sequin jumpsuit, and again it's like a bandeau style, so it's strapless, and she does like the Barbie in the film, the Margot Robbie, she does like this dance sequence, and I couldn't really find a great match for this one. So it's like a wide leg jumpsuit, and then it's quite fitted around the bodice, and the closest I got was a Mimi G one from the Simplicity range again, and that's S9330, and it's like view A, I think, the full length one, not the skirt version. And I think that was pretty close because it's also got this like quite cool tie that I think features on the trailer as well. So that was the only one I could come up with. There's been like, usually I can find several and then I try and match it to the closest one, but this one I could honestly only find this one pattern. So if you can think of a strapless jumpsuit that would work, add it to the comments. This is fun. So the next one, the next one's a good one, is in one of the scenes Barbie's got this like gingham hat with this kind of really wide rim, and there were two that came to mind, and the first one is the Elba Textiles serpentine hat. That's a good one if you want something a little bit less, like a little understated or less volume. But if you wanted to go all out, then I recommend the Soulis hat pattern by Pattern Fantastique. And that's got the really wide brim, and you can really, you know, go nuts with the gingham and the interfacing and make it super stiff. So I really recommend that one. So yeah, two great hats. This next one is fun, but it is one that I struggled to match perfectly. So do please join in. And that's the Workout Barbie. So she's got like a leotard and shorts, and the leotard is like over the top of the shorts. It's very early 90s, I would say, maybe slightly late 80s. So the shorts, swim style patterns make this like activewear set where you get like a bra or like a bralette and a shorts or a leggings pattern, and it all kind of comes in this one bundle. And the shorts you could definitely make, and they're like, they're designed to be activewear, so they definitely come close to the body, so that's a good one. Now, the actual leotard, I couldn't really find a great match for. So swim style patterns do a scoop neck, kind of swimwear. Like, it's actually designed to be a swimsuit, but you could maybe make it from non-swimsuit fabric, like a spandex or something, and get that similar fit. So yeah, the closest I could find was a swimsuit pattern rather than a leotard pattern. But I will give an honourable mention to Jali patterns. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. It's either Jali or Jali or Jali, if anybody knows how to pronounce that. That's the thing with videos. Mostly when I'm communicating with people, it's all written down, but you can't hide from it when it's a video. So if anybody knows how to pronounce it correctly, do please let me know. So they have a lot of activewear and leotards and the skating uniforms and really technical clothing patterns available on their website. So I do recommend checking them out. If you are looking for a leotard pattern, that would be the place to start. They are really good. So who else did I look at? Oh, this one's fun. Cowgirl Barbie. So there's a scene where she's got this waistcoat and also these kind of low-rise jeans with like a flared bottom. I really hope that not flared jeans, but low-rise jeans or low-rise anything isn't the only thing that we're going to see in the fashion world over the next year or so, because yeah, there's a trend that I never really took to in the first place in the early noughties. So yeah, she's got these low-rise jeans on with these eyelets and this kind of like this ribbon that's laced through, and then these flared bottoms. So first thought, I thought maybe the Merchant and Mills waistcoat, but then I believe looking at the pictures that's quite long, so I think that it would be better suited to the Fibre Mood Vivian waistcoat, which is a bit shorter in the torso and has this kind of similar V cutout. So that would be my waistcoat pattern if you're going to try and recreate this. Also, how cool would a hot pink waistcoat look? Like, I would pair it personally with maybe a True Bias Roscoe blouse, you know, something a bit flowy underneath. Oh yes, I think it would look so good. So the trousers, do you know, they used to be a McCall's jean pattern, and I've written down, I think the code was M5142, but I think it's out of print because I can't find it anywhere, so maybe I'm going crazy, I don't know. But it used to be that a jeans pattern, or this is what I'm thinking of anyway, and you'd have multiple different jeans finishes, so you could make them straight-legged or bootleg or flared. So yeah, if anybody remembers that, please let me know, because I feel like I might be going slightly crazy. So the ones that I would recommend that were a close match were the Vicky So's Candice trousers, and they're not low rise, but they do have this great kind of flare at the bottom, but it's not a massive flare, it is only a little flare. So if you wanted to go all out and get the big kind of poof flare at the bottom, then Closet Core Jude flared jeans are a really good one. And again, they're not low rise. They are just kind of natural waist, I believe, off the top of my head. So that would be my recommendations for those. Again, do please chip in. So final one in the trailer is when Margot Robbie is in like a toy Barbie car and she's going to the real world and her car flips over and Ken pops up and it's a whole thing. And I can't tell because she sat down if she's wearing a dress or a shirt. So I'm going to give you two options, a shirt or a dress here. But it's got this gorgeous scalloped collar with these really cute, like slightly puffed sleeves. Really fun, and I think it's got some like button detailing, but it's really hard to see because she's not stood up. So the first one that I will give you, if you want the Peter Pan collar with the puff sleeves, V1822, and that's a Vogue pattern, and that's Really good because it's got the puff sleeves, but it's very A-line. But it does come in different bust options, but I think only up to a D cup. So, you know, take that one as you see it. But it does have the Peter Pan collar and the sleeves to match. So, if you wanted a scalloped collar, it's a Jiffy pattern, and the code is, oh guys, I can't see anything, S1609. And basically a lot of the Jiffy patterns have been re-released and kind of remastered over the last few months, so they are quite new, but they're originally from like the 60s and the 70s, so it's quite fun to see it all circle background. And that's got a scalloped collar, and again very A-line. It's got some like little button detailing here, but if you're kind of really specifically focused on finding something with a scalloped collar, the Jiffy one might be the best option for you. So also, if you're looking for a shirt version, because I don't know what it is, Isa in Stitches is a great one, and I'm trying to think, that's it, the Antoinette shirt. Now this is fun, and even if you're not planning on making this as a shirt, this is a great one to check out because there's loads of different sleeve and collar options. So you like buy one shirt, then you get all these different kind of add-ons to make it totally different. So yeah, it's really cool. I do recommend checking that one out. And then if you're really kind of into the collar, but you're thinking, let's go big or go home, and we're already home, so we might as well go big, then the Nina Lee Bakerloo blouse is obviously a very well-known collar. It's huge in the sewing community, especially over on Instagram. And it's a really big collar, and it's got, you can add like a little ruffle detailing. It's not scalloped and it's not understated. But you know, if you're looking for a collared garment, that might be a great one. So that is my Barbie recreate the look, sew it yourself Barbie film video, and I hope you have enjoyed it. I hope this is a bit fun. It's just intended to be a bit light-hearted and a bit silly. I would love to know if you enjoyed this, or even if you do the same thing. Like, do you go through life watching TV and thinking, that is a perfect match for that, or I'm gonna make that? Because yeah, I've got a whole list. I find it really relaxing. It's a really big hobby of mine, and I wanted to share it with you. So for me and my very, very sleepy dogs today, you'd think that they've had a big long walk or, you know, a really tough day, but they have not. They have not at all. I wish you all a wonderful day, and I will see you soon. Thanks. Bye.